Looking to the ancient Chinese wisdom of feng shui can help us to create a sanctuary that nourishes our minds, bodies, and souls.
Feng Shui master Marie Diamond joins us now to share tips on how to use feng shui. And Marie, a lot of people may recognize you because you were one of the many masters that were featured in The Secret.
Correct, yes. I'm actually the only European that was featured in The Secret.
Oh, amazing.
So tell us how you came to be in feng shui and what it is.
Well, feng shui, first of all, is an energy system that was really understood by the Chinese thousands of years ago. And I would say feng shui is like acupuncture, but from a bigger body than our physical body. So it's about our home, where we live and sleep and work. And I started really connecting with it after a major accident when I was 15. I really had huge health issues. And I started practicing feng shui there to increase my vitality and my well-being.
Okay.
So we're talking about an energy. Are we talking colors? Are we talking about surfaces? Are we talking about openness in a room? Is that all part of feng shui?
Yeah, really feng shui means literally wind and water. So it's all about the breath, about the flow, about having a feeling that you feel great at your space that is around you, because subconsciously it's affecting you. We all know that as women, right? We're going somewhere and we're like, oh, I don't like this vibe. I need to rearrange everything.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And there's other places where we feel like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
You know, I love it here. So we don't really know what it actually is, but it's actually the chi, the energy flow in the space. And we can use colors for that. We can use our positioning. We can check out the images that are around us, the statues. So everything around us is affecting us subconsciously.
Okay.
Okay, so are there any colors that we should be using more of and others we should be staying away from?
Well, I would say, like, you know, good energy is all about colors. So, for example, both of you have green on, so a color of vitality and well-being. Definitely when you're sick, I would encourage to wear a little bit more green because it's like nature that you have on you, right? Blues are all about water, so it gives you more success and power. I wear pink today. That's more about tenderness and happiness. So the darker colors that we have, of course, in the winter, that's kind of a normal tone, but when it's getting spring and when you want to focus on your well-being, go more for colors that are the yellows, the peaches, the oranges, the roses, the greens, the blues. So it's like colors that are in nature, very present in springtime.
What would you say is the most important room in the house to get the feng shui correctly? And what are some of the things you have to do to make that happen?
Yeah. Well, the first one is the bedroom.
Okay.
Because you're really at night resting there, and you are, even if you're sick, you're going to be in the bedroom. So declutter the bedroom. That's the first rule I would always suggest, because what is on your nightstands, what's on your floor, everything is really affecting you. So when you have a lot of clothes all around you, everywhere, it's going to affect your well-being.
Okay.
So that's the first rule. The second is try to avoid having too much water images around you, because water drains you, especially in the bedroom.
Oh.
Like in an office, that is fine. But in the bedroom, we want to avoid too much the water. And also we avoid too many reds, because reds are creating more an emotional disturbance. We're getting more into conflict. So earth tones and metal tones, the white, beiges, golds, I would say the browns, the yellows, the pinks, like the young ladies, they all know that. That's really, really good for a bedroom.
Okay.
And also avoid to have mirrors reflecting you.
Okay.
Yeah, because especially when you're sick, the mirrors reflecting your stress, reflecting your illness.
Okay.
So how can we tell that the feng shui is actually working and doing what it is intended to do?
Well, I think when you come home and you feel at home, when you feel like you're relaxed, when your family is doing well, when your health is doing well. So it's like when you come in a space and you're like, oh, I feel good here. Like when you feel your heart is open, your mind is clear, you're focused, that is when it means the feng shui works.
I thought it was interesting. I saw for feng shui in your kitchen, you say don't keep your knives out. I think so many of us have knife blocks out on our counters.
Correct, yes, because the kitchen needs to first of all be very clean, smell good, check out what's in your fridge, like all your leftovers, don't throw them away regularly. But also just the knives are actually telling there's a attacking energy. So put that away, people get more into conflict and when the knives are out.
All right, there's so much more. There's so much more to it. And you have a new book.
Yes,
Feng Shui
I have a
Your
new
Life.
book. that came out. It's in the good bookstores and on Amazon. And it's really having like myself hand by hand going through your home to like look at what can we do. And especially for the health, everybody has what we call a health direction. So people can literally go to the app, and on the app, the free Marie Diamond app, and it's also in the book, people will see there is a health direction based on their birthday. So the first thing they need to do is really finding their health direction. And so right now in this room, my health direction would be in that corner. So I cannot have any spiky plants there, any dead plants, or any clutter. So because that is going to affect you all the time, but the book is leading you, guiding you through the whole home.
Oh, I love that. That's fascinating.
Amazing.
Thank you so
And
much.
obviously, it must be something to it if it's been around all these years, right?
Thousands of years, yes, but now the West is embracing it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. MarieDiamond.com is where you find more information, and you can get a hold of her book as well. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Marie.
Thank you so much, ladies.
All right.